Adam was a young boy of 11, living in the remnants of a once bustling city with his father. The city now stood abandoned, its veins of dark, narrow streets clogged with the decay of crumbling buildings and the remnants of a past long forgotten. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the city transformed into a horror-filled labyrinth where shadows seemed to possess a life of their own. Night after night, in their small, boarded-up apartment, Adam would hear the unsettling symphony of mysterious noises. Whispers echoing through the hallways, tapping sounds on the windows, and the distant clatter of footfalls reverberating off the empty streets. His father, stoic and weathered by years of survival, would comfort him with stories of a brighter time and teach him the skills to stay safe. Yet, his eyes betrayed his own faltering resolve. One night, as Adam lay curled up in bed, clutching an old, tattered blanket, he noticed something different. The shadows which usually danced on the walls seemed more frenzied and erratic. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the night, shaking the very foundations of their fragile sanctuary. His father jumped up, grabbing the worn-out baseball bat they kept by the door. "Stay here," he commanded, though his voice trembled. Adam watched as his father disappeared into the darkness, leaving the door ajar. Minutes felt like hours as Adam sat, frozen in terror, his eyes locked on the crack of faint light from the hallway. In the silence that followed, a cold wave of fear washed over him. He heard a muffled struggle, followed by an eerie silence. Gathering all his courage, Adam decided to leave the safety of his room. Stepping cautiously into the hallway, he was met with an overwhelming sense of oppression. The air was thick, and each creak of the floorboards under his feet echoed like thunder. As he approached the living room, the sight that met him was beyond comprehension. His father lay on the ground, unconscious but breathing, surrounded by what seemed to be living shadows. Writhing and pulsating as if they had substance and purpose, Adam's heart pounded in his chest, his breaths coming in short, rapid gasps. The shadows turned their attention to him, and he felt as if 1,000 eyes were piercing his very soul. Just then, the first light of dawn pierced through the cracked window, and the shadows recoiled, hissing and retreating into the dark corners of the room. Without a second to spare, Adam rushed to his father's side, shaking him awake. They had survived another night, but Adam knew that each sunset brought with it an unending nightmare. The city, once a home, had become a prison of horrors, and the shadows would return with the coming darkness.